Howdy, beautiful people. It's Spencer Wood, the real estate cowboy. Unfortunately, Mr. Stump, Mr. Chili are not with us today. Chili had a little leg injury the other day. He's doing okay, but he's a little limp right now. So let them stay at home. They're best friends. They like staying together. So unfortunately, not with us today. So stick with me. But we got an absolutely stunning property here, a great opportunity in Kingfield, Maine, at 27 Riverside Street in Kingfield. We're actually sitting in Franklin County. We're about a mile, maybe a little bit less than a mile from downtown Kingfield, which has restaurants, there's a gas station, pretty much anything that you can need, a convenience store, grocery store. I actually own property and spend a lot of my time in this town as well. So you'll probably bump into me down at the grocery store if you end up getting into this one here. But we got an exciting opportunity, 27 Riverside Street. We got a 5-bedroom, 1-bath house built in the early 1930s. We got a detached garage and an old chicken coop that could probably become the site of a new home or something like that if anybody's interested in doing a new build outside of doing some TLC to this baby right here. Before we jump into it, we got a little over 220 feet of river frontage on the Carabasset River out back that we're going to show you. We got some excellent soils here for growing and a cool history with gardening and making a little bit of side money here on the property, and we'll show that as well. So why don't we start walking around the property and then we'll jump on the inside and we'll give you guys a little tour of that. But it's such a beautiful day. We'll stay outside. We'll walk the boundaries here that have all been really well flagged. We'll go ahead and walk down onto the riverfront there and we'll kind of check in. But we'll start around the right side boundary here and work our way down. So we're walking down this right side of the property right now. House behind me, the septic tank is right back here. Cool thing about this property, you got a private septic and a leach field right here, but you do have public water. So you got public water up there at the street, obviously power up above, fiber optic internet right here as well for those of you that may be working at home or need that high-speed internet. So you got fiber optic up above, power, paved, freshly paved, I will say, freshly paved, nice road. Paved, maintained road right there for great year-round access. This house, as I said, built in the early 1930s. You can kind of see the old foundation and stuff in there. It definitely needs a little bit of TLC, but this has been lived in full time since the 60s. 7 kids were raised in here. The family has owned it the entire time, and you can kind of tell by looking around the back here. We got a metal roof up top, so kept everything nice and dry. You don't have to worry about, having to put an expensive roof on the back here. Chimney's in great shape as well. Paint, put a little coat of paint on it, probably good to go. Windows could probably use maybe a little TLC, but overall everything's actually really well put together, and you can kind of see that it's built up here on like this slope. So any of like the, water, snow, fall, anything like that is getting wicked away from the foundation here and really kind of protecting this in the long run. And obviously it's done a great job since the 30s. Another kind of cool little thing here, you'll see these 2 huge apple trees behind me here. A lot of deer will walk through here. You can kind of start looking this direction. This is all beautiful agricultural land here. So they used to do a lot of gardens and vegetables and have a roadside stand, that sort of deal. They raised a couple hundred chickens here for turkeys, sorry, for a long time. And you can kind of get the idea. I mean, this is a really lush field. This is pretty much the entire property. You'll be able to see the flagging and stuff down there, but really awesome opportunity to take advantage of the, the soils and the field and the setup here. And you can kind of see that it's like shelved off. It kind of, goes down, flattens out, goes back down to the water. So you got like almost 3 levels of shelving out here. And not to mention stunning western views. Sugarloaf Mountain is right over there. I'm literally staring at it from right here. So you got amazing mountain views surrounding you. I love this area, so I got to keep walking because I'm just going to keep talking about it. But I know everybody wants to go look at river frontage and stuff like that. So let's keep it moving down here and you'll be able to get a better tour. But I mean, the sun is shining and the weather is beautiful today. Kingfield, Maine. Pretty much sitting in the center of the lot here of your 2-acre lot. Beautiful fields down here. As we said, this was used for a long time to do homesteading. They farmed vegetables and fruits, like the apples and all that. They had 300 turkeys here a year at one point. So this is some really great agricultural ground here. You can kind of see, you know, the neighbors and stuff over on this side have a little greenhouse. The neighbors over here have a greenhouse. And so everybody around here is, you know, kind of living the country lifestyle, growing their own vegetables, having fruit trees, that sort of stuff. And this is just going to be another great opportunity to take advantage of a great area down here. I could easily see top-notch wiffle ball field going in here, soccer, sledding coming down on the back here. I mean, volleyball. I guess I'm going recreation right now, but gardens and maybe a field of dreams over on this side here. Awesome opportunity. Could definitely sled down that hill too. And we're almost to our water frontage here. We got 220 feet plus or minus of waterfront on the beautiful Carrabassett River. And you can see that right out here in front of me. Gorgeous year-round running river. Nothing too crazy. Springtime is a little bit easier to canoe, kayak, take advantage of the water opportunities. In general, it's probably about, you know, knee-high, waist-high across most of this. You'll definitely find some swimming pockets here and there, but overall, great opportunity to take advantage of the river, do some fly fishing, you know, catch a couple natives, and also do a little bit of hunting out here as well. With all the agricultural stuff going on here on Riverside Street especially, a lot of deer out here. You'll see them coming right up to the house. The sellers were talking about how many times they've just seen massive bucks out here just walking around. So for those of you that may have a nice bow and a good aim, see what you can do. We're gonna walk over here and show you this boundary. It's really actually easy to see kind of like the whole thing here. And you can see the flagging right up ahead of me. Really well marked, easy to understand where your boundaries are. You can see the flagging and stuff right here, and this is where we'll head on down to the river and give you a better idea of what this looks. But we've now walked to the left boundary here. We're gonna go down onto the water, give you a little taste of that, and we'll check it in a second. I am a little bummed. I know that Chili and Stump would be enjoying this river to its full capacity right now. It's a stunning day out here in Kingfield. We're down here on your 220 plus or minus feet of water frontage. One of the first things you notice is the Kingfield Dam is right up there. Hopefully you can see it in the camera. It probably looks like a wall of white, but it's really gorgeous to look at. That's a dam controlled area up there with the bridge going right into downtown. So pretty beautiful to sit here and look at that, hang out down here, dip your head under a couple times, have a beer or something like that in the summer. Can easily take advantage of this river access, 220 plus or minus feet. And as always, please like, comment, subscribe to the page. We do it for you guys, and we hope that you guys enjoy these videos. And today, 27 Riverside Street, we are looking at an asking price of $230,000. This is gonna be a really beautiful opportunity for somebody that's looking to be 15 minutes, 20 minutes away from the best ski town in Maine and being close to downtown, having fiber optic internet. If you wanted to come up here and work remotely or take advantage of your powder days or just a nice, beautiful sunny day up here, this is gonna be the spot to do it. We're gonna start walking back up towards the house. We'll talk a little bit more, then we'll show you the inside, which it does need some work. This is gonna be a really great hands-on project for somebody, but you can start and really take advantage of what's already here. So $230,000 asking price gets you 2 acres in Kingfield, Maine, a mile from downtown, paved road front, electric, fiber optic internet. You got a 5-bedroom, 1-bath house with the garage and the chicken coop, which we'll check up on our way up there. And you got some absolutely stunning views of the mountains and the dam and the beautiful Carrabassett River. So let's head on back up there and show you the rest of the outside, and then we'll get in there. Quick pit stop on our way to the chicken coop here. Again, hope you guys can see it in the back here, but Sugarloaf Mountain is dead ahead. So that's the ski mountain. It's got the tower showing. Super easy to see it. It's actually some really stunning views here of some of the Bigelow Preserve. The Appalachian Trail actually comes right through this area. So for those of you that are in love with hiking and all of nature has to offer, you got plenty to do around here, from, like we already mentioned, ATVs, snowmobiles, side-by-sides. You got the ski resort, golf courses, anything in the Maine outdoors you want to do, you can do it right from this property. And really stunning views. I'm loving looking at that. Really pretty to check out that western view. And one of the things we actually Googled, we wanted to make sure the farm, so the farm that used to be here used to be called the Stubnubble. Scrubnubble Farm. Love that name. May have to, whoever buys this, you may have to get a new Scrubnubble Farm sign to put out front and keep that name going, because that's about as unique as it gets. Behind me here is what we're going to consider to essentially be a teardown mini barn chicken coop. I think they used to have some of their turkeys and stuff in here. They kind of converted it into storage, but you can see essentially kind of like this back wall is falling apart. It's been exposed to the elements here. So let's consider this to probably be a teardown or something to use for storage while you're trying to get set up here, doing some renovations to the other house. Or to be honest, for those of you that may be looking for a fresh start, clean this out right here and probably do a brand new house build with that stunning view of Sugarloaf and the mountains and the water and stuff right here. I'm kind of really digging this angle of the property, because you got that northern view of Sugarloaf and the mountains up top there, not to mention this monstrous apple tree. But we'll show you kind of briefly inside here what the chicken coop looks like. Like we said, we're not really putting much onto it. It's here, it's standing, it's got a metal roof, but it's a tear down or just something to kind of store some stuff while you're getting set up here. And we'll open this door so you can kind of get a basic idea of what's here. Could definitely use it for storage or a little hangout spot. Come on in. So, you know, it's exactly that. It's a little mini barn used for the gardening and the turkeys and all that sort of stuff. You could easily keep all your gardening tools or extra stuff around here. You know, take advantage of it. I suppose it's here, it's standing up. You might as well, until you're ready to knock it down or do something different. It is usable. So this is what you get over here. This is just a cool little accessory dwelling, if you will. We'll hop over into the garage right now, check that out, and then we'll get inside. I know you guys have been waiting for that the whole time, but it's too nice of a day and we had to show you what outside looks like first. All right, so you just saw the old chicken coop slash turkey coop slash mini barn slash storage area that you can take advantage of as long as you want here. It's actually a little bit more sturdy than I thought it was gonna be on the inside there. And again, we kind of said, right where this is and looking at that northwestern view, you actually got that amazing view of the mountains. So for any of you that may be interested in possibly doing a new build and maybe keeping the old one to rent or kind of make a little family compound, really cool possibility to have a new build right over here. And you can see that line right there, the trees is going to be your boundary there. Again, it's really easy to understand your boundaries here on the property. And we're once again pointing out the freshly paved road, the electric fiber optic internet up above, and really great head start to enjoy this property from a year-round perspective. And we'll walk over here to the detached 2-car garage. We got a poured concrete slab, essentially. We got a paved driveway coming up into it. And then you got a beautiful setup here. Big garage door. Could easily fit 2 vehicles in here and have a nice little shop. You can see, I mean, they had a bunch of things up on the wall, from the gardening tools or power tools, whatever you wanted. Can easily have a nice little workshop or just some place to tune your skis up or store some things. Or if you had cars, you could easily fit those in here. So detached 2-car garage, concrete slab floor here, in really great condition, I may say. It's got power out here, so you can take advantage of having electric and having this nice extra space on the property. So I would keep this. I think it's a great place to, you know, take advantage of the space and the enclosed area. And I'll have to double check. I'm pretty sure this is insulated in here, judging by the plywood and how the thing is set up. I will confirm that for you guys, but I'm pretty sure it's insulated out here. You got power ready to go. 2-car garage, here it is. And then as you kind of pop out here, you'll notice you got a side access door right here going in. You got the paved walkway leading up into the front door here. One of the newer features of the house, so we got a pretty much a brand new, I think it's less than 2 years old. You got a propane generator out here. So if anything ever happens, that's gonna kick on, run the whole show for you. You can have that. That's what you need up here, especially in the mountains where all the snow falls and things of that nature. So this is gonna be your front entrance to the Scrubnubble Farm. You got the essentially an ADA, a handicap entrance here for wheelchair. You take advantage of it if you want, get rid of it if you want, but you have the nice steps leading up there, but this is still in great shape. Maybe if you got a senior dog or you just want to take the long way around, you can utilize that. But great front entrance. You got that stained glass light welcoming you here into the house. I'll hold the door open. You can come on in. Remember, so built in the early 1900s, essentially 1930s, still resembles it. It's going to need some updates, but honestly, it's sound and it's settled and it is where it is. So you got the big laminate countertops here. You got the propane, 4-burner stove, oven, plenty of counter space. You got the window looking back out there at the river. You got your full-size fridge freezer. So nice little kitchen space. You know, again, I'll keep saying it. If you wanted to come right in here, turnkey, leave everything as it is, not worry about it, you can do it. People have been living in this house full time. Everything is running, everything is working, but you're still 50 years behind in terms of the decor. So for anybody that's okay with it, I'd be okay with it, especially as a secondary ski home or kind of like the recreation house. That way you don't have to worry about dog hair bumping into walls with skis, stuff like that. For those of you that are interested in kind of doing a DIY project, you know, taking this on, being an investment, changing things up, I mean, you can already feel the potential of the house and the property itself. You kind of come in here, they rewired everything. Again, this was at the elderly stages of life here, so they had the washer dryer put down here so that they could have everything super accessible. You got the easy in and out full shower here. So this is a 5-bedroom. This is the only full bath in the house right now, but it is a 5-bedroom. So we'll check everything out. But okay, so we just came out of that full bath. We're back into the kitchen here. Looks like there was an old fireplace, something set up here into the chimney, probably having 2 fireplaces or sources going up into that one chimney there. But just a little side note. Come on into the living room here. You're gonna notice a lot of natural light. We got an ugly carpet that definitely needs to get ripped up and gone. Again, things haven't been updated in a long time, so it's honestly for me, it's kind of fun to see it like this and then to think about what you would do with it, because you got an amazing view of, I mean, come on over here. Look at the view of the freaking mountains over there. You're looking at Sugarloaf Mountain. You're looking at the river up here. You got the baseboard heat, a lot of natural light coming in here. I mean, a really awesome, I mean, this could maybe be a master room instead of like a living room, but that's what they were using it as a living room. Again, a lot of natural light. Windows are fairly well updated. They got essentially like their winter inside glass in as well. So the house is ready to go. You can see the zone temperature there. All right, you saw the kitchen, the living room, the full bath. This is the door upstairs. We're gonna hold off for a second. We'll show you the rest. You got your circuit breakers inside down here on this level. Again, you got the handicap or the wheelchair accessibility down here. This is going to be labeled as one of your bedrooms. You got the baseboard heat here. It is disconnected. Doesn't look like there's any water damage. No reports of the system essentially, you know, busting and leaking anywhere. There's no water damage, so pretty sure everything there is good. And then you got all this kind of extra built-in storage, has power outlets in it. That door opens as well. Here you go, you got this one. So a lot of interior storage in this room. Could easily be an office or another little kind of like hangout room. They were using it as a bedroom. Then you kind of come on down this way into the camouflage 1930s carpet in this room. This will bring you back about 30, 40 years. Another bedroom here. So 2 bedrooms downstairs. This could be an awesome little office area or something like that. This was an addition at some point in time for them. I think this used to kind of be like a woodshed or something. Then they've kind of converted it, insulated it, baseboard heat. Looks disconnected as well, but no damage. So I think they just did all that for safety purposes. Window, no built-in storage here, just a dresser, cabinets, all that sort of stuff. So first floor, complete. You saw the living room, you saw the kitchen, you saw the bathroom, you saw 2 bedrooms. Now we're gonna go walk back up there, show you the upstairs, then we'll show you the basement, and we'll recap everything. Alrighty, we're coming up to the 2nd floor. First thing you're gonna notice, it's a little tight. But this is classic of these old houses and stuff like that. You got the skinny, steep staircase coming up to your second floor. Up here is where it's a little uglier than downstairs. So you're seeing some of the drywall and some of the old horsehair plaster actually, and some of this old wallpaper, but you'll come right up into here. This is gonna be the first bedroom up here. It's got a little built-in kind of closet area. You could easily cut that off. Definitely needs to get all this peeled out. This is all horsehair plaster and insulation. Wooden floors, probably about a 4-inch wide wooden floor. Nice little sized room. Could easily put a full bed, twin, something like that. Queen, king bed would be taking up quite a bit of space, but nice sized little room in that regard. And you kind of come out over here. And this is like your kind of second floor living room, if you will. Just kind of a in-between space. This looks ugly, but it's actually in good condition. So at a long point in time, before they put the metal roof on, which was a number of years ago, they did have some problems around the top of the chimney there. That's been fixed. It looks ugly. You could easily redo it and have it look nice and pretty. And then you come into here, and this is gonna be more or less kind of like the master room. This is the biggest bedroom in the house in terms of, you know, upstairs, but you got a big window looking straight at Sugarloaf Mountain and north there. Nice light coming in. You got a mixture of the floors here. It's about 2 and some 3-inch boards put in, but all hardwood, or sorry, all wood flooring in here. Ceiling's probably about 7 feet, and then they kind of barn off over here. Could put a queen or a king size bed up here if you wanted. But yeah, no, it looks good. I know this looks ugly. It's true, it does. Another little storage area, kind of like right here. So you don't have an attic, but this would more or less kind of be like your mini attic. Just a nice little area to store everything. So bedroom here, bedroom there, more or less a bedroom kind of in the middle here. I would kind of call it in between. So we've said 5 because they were doing 5 bedrooms, bedroom here, bedroom there, and then the 2 downstairs. You call it as you will. I'm thinking it feels more like a 4-bedroom with like this really cool space to maybe make like a really fun like upstairs living room or hangout area, but you could just as easily have another bed right here and have 3 bedrooms up here. So great opportunity. That's what the top floor looks like. She's ugly compared to the downstairs. It needs some elbow grease and a little bit of work, but it is 100% a really great renovation project. The bones of this thing are awesome. It just hasn't been updated in a number of years. So let's head back downstairs and we'll recap everything, but you're pretty much looking at the tour of 27 Riverside Street here in Kingfield, Maine. Alrighty, you just saw the upstairs of the house. You've seen the downstairs. Now we're gonna get into the basement of this old 1930s style home here. Honestly, for what it is, it's in good shape. It is nothing crazy. It is nothing special, but it does the trick, as they say. So clearly old school, old school 1900s foundation. It's obviously done. It's settled. It's dry. There's not a bunch of mold or anything crazy. I mean, it looks pretty bulletproof for being here as long as it has. Nothing crazy on the underside of the floor here. Everything's really easy and accessible. They used to do a bunch of canning. This is kind of like a good cold storage area for those of you that may be into canning or you want to store some nice bottles of wine. You could do that down here. You got your oil tank down here. You got your furnace, which is in great condition, easy to get to. You got a big old deep freezer down here as well. That's it. All righty, beautiful people. It's that time in the tour where I got to say goodbye. I miss Chili and Stump. It's time for me to get back to them. But before I do, let's recap what we got going on here today. We are in Kingfield, Maine at 27 Riverside Street. In Franklin County, we're about a mile away from downtown Kingfield. We're about 15, 20 minutes away from Sugarloaf Mountain and all the recreation that's up there. You're sitting on a beautiful 2-acre lot here on the Carabasset River, paved road frontage, fiber optic internet, electric, town, public water with a private septic out back. Over 220 feet of owned water frontage on the Carabasset River with some stunning views of Sugarloaf Mountain and the Appalachian Trail of the mountains that are over there with the Bigelow Preserve. Really amazing spot. You're getting everything that you want. You're getting the mountain views, you're getting the waterfront, you're getting the accessibility to all the recreation, and you're looking at a $230,000 asking price. It needs a little bit of TLC, but I know that somebody's ready to take it on. And you're just about 2 hours away from Bangor and Portland, the international airports. You're close to the New Hampshire border and a really awesome location up here. And as I said earlier, for anybody that may buy this, you'll probably see the cowboy in town doing a little shopping because I spend a lot of my time up here. I love skiing at Sugarloaf. I love this area. It's really special to me. So I can talk all day about it. I'm really excited for everybody to come up and see a part of the world that I hold near and dear to my heart. And once again, the Scrub Nubble Farm, which is what this was called, is going to be an awesome opportunity for a family looking to come up here and do something really cool in a beautiful area. So as always, thank you for your time. You know how to get a hold of me. And until the next one, we'll see you on down the road. Giddy up. Really self-sufficient town. Woo! A little windy today, forgive me. Giddy up, as they say.